The Alhambra is a palace and fortress complex located in Granada, Andalusia, Spain. It is one of the most famous monuments of Islamic architecture and one of the best preserved palaces of the historic Islamic world. Alhambra Palace is one of the proofs of the entry of Islam into Europe. This palace is a silent witness to the glory and collapse of Islam in Andalusia. Alhambra Palace was built during the heyday and center of power of the Ahmar Banu in 1232 AD. Because of its reddish walls, this 14-hectare palace is called Alhambra. In Arabic, this building is called qa'lat al-Hamra or Red Palace. This palace is located on Lasabica Hill, Granada City, Spain. Between 1238 to 1492, Alhambra became the center of government of the Emirate of Granada. It contained the military base of the royal guards, palaces for the Sultan and his relatives, and the quarters of the court officials. When the Emirate of Granada was conquered by King Ferdinand of Aragon and Queen Isabella of Castile, who united Spain under a Catholic monarchy, the function of the Alhambra Palace changed. On the orders of King Charles V, several buildings in the Alhambra complex were demolished and a Renaissance-style palace was built. The collapse of the Islamic Empire in Spain itself was caused by several things, such as conflicts between Islamic rulers and Christian rulers, the absence of a unifying ideology due to economic difficulties, unclear systems of transfer of power, and because of its remoteness from other parts of the Islamic world. Now the building that was once the center of Islamic glory is an uninhabited building. Since 1984, Alhambra Palace was inaugurated as one of the World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. The Alhambra is about 700 to 740 m, 2,300 to 2,430 feet, long, and its greatest width is about 200 to 205 m, 660 to 670 feet. The palace stretches from west-northwest to east-southeast and covers an area of about 142,000 square meters, 1,530,000 square feet, or 35 hectares. The Alhambra is situated in a location of rare natural beauty. The plateau on which it is built overlooks the Albayzin, quarter of the old Moorish city of Granada. At the base of the plateau, the Darro River flows through a deep ravine to the north. The gardens outside the palace, Alameda de la Alhambra, were planted by the Moors with roses, oranges, and myrtle. But its most distinctive feature was the dense English elm wood. This was brought to the Alhambra in 1812 by the Duke of Wellington during the Peninsular War. The red soil used to build the fortress is a granular aggregate held together by a red clay medium that gives the layered brick and stone reinforced construction, tapial calicastrado, its distinctive hue, and is the root of the name Red Hill. The design and decoration of the Nasrid palaces are a continuation of Moorish, Western Islamic architecture from earlier centuries but developed their own characteristics. The combination of carefully proportioned courtyards, water features, gardens, arches on slender columns, and intricately sculpted stucco and tile decoration gives Nasrid architecture qualities that are described as ethereal and intimate. Walls were built mostly in rammed earth, lime concrete, or brick and then covered with plaster, while wood, mostly pine, was used for roofs, ceilings, doors, and window shutters. Buildings were designed to be seen from within, with their decoration focused on the inside. The basic unit of Nasrid Palace architecture was a rectangular courtyard with a pool, fountain, or water channel at its center. Courtyards were flanked on 2 or 4 sides by halls, often preceded by arcaded porticos. Many of these structures featured a mirador, a room projecting from the exterior commanding scenic views of gardens or of the city. Buildings were designed with a mathematical proportional system that gives them a harmonious visual quality. The layout of the courtyards, the distribution of windows, and the use of water features were designed with the climate in mind, cooling and ventilating the environment in summer while minimizing cold drafts and maximizing sunlight in winter. Upper floor rooms were smaller and more enclosed, making them more suited for use during the winter. Courtyards were usually aligned in a north-east-south direction, which allows the main halls to receive direct sunlight at midday during the winter, while during the summer the higher midday sun is blocked by the position and depth of the porticos fronting these halls. The Alhambra was often remembered nostalgically in some Muslim societies after the Christian conquest of 1492, and may have influenced later examples of Islamic architecture. For example, several monuments constructed by the Saadian dynasty, which ruled Morocco in the 16th and 17th centuries, appear to imitate prototypes found in the Alhambra, particularly the Court of the Lions. After Owen Jones published plans, elevations, sections, and details of the Alhambra in London from 1842 to 1845, a fanciful, ornamental, Alhambra-inspired Orientalist architectural style called Alhambresque became popular in the West in the 18th to 19th centuries. The style was later absorbed in the Ottoman world, in what Usama Makdisi called Ottoman Orientalism.